Welcome back to What Arty Noobs. This is a Kari. It's a Tier 8 Japanese tank destroyer. It's located on the south spawn of Ghost Town and it's under the command of Photobomber of FUN2.
Let's go.
Game on! Well, this tank is actually armed with a 127mm main gun, and he's loaded the premium rounds straight away. They've got 500 alpha and two 98mm pen, high shell velocity as well, 1,150 meters per second. With the standard shells, it's 500 alpha, but it's only 252mm pen, as opposed to that 298. So you can see it's a big difference between two. And I think the Photobomber intends to make an impression, or in fact a hole in the enemy tanks. Let's see how it gets on. He's going up right into the corner. You can see it's got this huge anti-aircraft machine gun. Well, it's more like a cannon actually on the rear of the vehicle. I suppose that's to wave off the American fighters. They're all jockeying to take the kill. Looks very much like a Jagdtiger in many senses. It is Tier 8. Scanning the horizon. There might be an enemy tank in the frame at the moment, but he's unspotted if he is there. They do have an AMX 1357, so he could be amongst those bushes. In fact, I think it's almost a certainty that that's exactly where he is. Standard reload for this tank destroyer is 12.75 seconds. I have to check everything with my glasses nowadays. Yep, 12.75. He's got 10.45 seconds on the reload. He's gone closer to the bushes to see what's going on. In fact, actually, he's going to chance it and get closer. Oh, he's been spotted. So somebody wasn't using the commander's vision system, probably because they were Tier 7. It is Tier 9 game with Tier 7 tanks. And of course that Tier 7 light tank is in actual fact probably not able to carry the CBS. Oh, he got spotted again. So one of those enemy tanks is very, very, very close. In fact, actually, yes, there is a heavy just by the other ship. Now, if we poke ourselves around the corner, I reckon that light tank is going to see us straight away. Okay, would he? Yes, he did. So, yeah, I'm not wrong. And in fact, shells are going in this direction. So he needs to get round here quick. And he did. And now we've got the Arty. And it's a GW Tiger. Ouch. And the M12 hits us as well. And he gets 231. That's the non-penetrating shot. But you can see the machine gun on the back got hit. And it looks like the front of the vehicle. Oh, it was actually the side. The side of the vehicle got hit as well. So two very accurate shots by the Arty. But of course, we don't complain because we're Arty players. And we know that this happens. It's a fact of life. If you're a good player, you'll get hits. If you're a bad player, you won't. And non-Arty players, well, they just have to play it in such a way that they can avoid Arty fire coming in their direction. Okay, he's got a shot on the Viz 44-1 if he pulls back. We can see that Type 63 is just around the corner. He is a one-shot for this gun. Remember, 500 alpha, so we'll easily take him down. And in fact, our Type T69 has got very, very close to that Viz. You know, look elsewhere to see if there's any other way we can get closer. I'll bet you that little AMX 1357 is somewhere in the bushes. Well, our K91's pulled back and the Type 63 is still taking damage from our guys. Still making our mind up about which direction we're going to go. And I think actually Photobomber's seen the minimap and he's looking at it and saying, you know, those enemy tanks They've got one quick route in, and yes, we did get spotted immediately, which means whoever that light tank is, he's very close. But he's just not firing because he knows if he does, he'll go out the game very quickly. In fact, our LTG is now making a quick run down the centre, so keep your eyes open because any second now, you're probably going to see a little AMX 1357 suddenly pop up. Oh, M12 again. Well, we just got hit by the other one as well. So we've lost. All the hit points we've lost so far have been to Arty. Okay, well, the enemy tanks are making it very close to our cap area. But I have the feeling that Photobomber's got right fed up with being hit all the time, and now he wants to do some damage to the enemy. Okay, enemy tank in sight, the Viz 44-1 again, and he's a one-shot. That AMX 1357, by the way, he didn't get spotted, so he's eluded us so far. In fact, according to my pictures, I believe he's actually on the other side of the battlefield. So I don't know how he got over there, but somebody was spotting us every time. We're 3 down on the enemy at the moment, so it's still a big ask to win this one. And with only 1/3 of our hit points left, I think Photobomber's wondering if he can win this. Well, he's decided to push on, even though he's only got a few hit points left. Somebody was spotting him. This is where it takes a risk, because if he carries on, he's going to be side on to the enemy in the town if he does decide to proceed. Plus, there's probably enemy ahead of him who's going to spot him. So he could take a couple of shots, but he's loaded the premium rounds at the moment. Does he want to switch those to AP? If I was going to take a blind shot, I'd switch them to AP. Well, no joy. If the enemy was there, he would have taken a hit and we would have been spotted. The moment we fired, it would have been spotted. Okay, so he's going to go forward. He's loaded the premium rounds again. It looks like the enemy is still focusing at the other end of the map, and suddenly the enemy Arty comes into sight. We've got no shot there, but there's an even chance that we go around that corner, that we might get shotgunned by the GW Tiger, but we might kill that GW Tiger with one shot. Oh, we do get shotgunned, but the GW Tiger, well, he's decided to ram us, but we will finish him off. Our tracks have been fixed. He's pushing us back, but good night, sweet prince, and you're gone. Okay, so that means now there are only 5 enemies left, and there's 4 left on our team. We're the furthest one north, but the enemy is going to be a bit worried that somebody like this is this far north. There's still one more Arty out there, the M12. And there he is! Or is it? No, there's the M12. One shot finished him off. That's the Scoochie's medal. Now he can finish off this 50 TP. Round through the side. Come on. Load. This AFK is going to go with the next round. If we get a high roll, if we get a low roll, he's still going to be there. Oh, we got a low roll. 473, but the next shot should kill him. And now there's only 2 enemies left. So it's gone from 3 behind to now just 1 ahead on the enemy, with our K91 and our SU-122A SU-122-44 guarding our cap. The Borsig and the AMX-50-120. We've got barely enough health left. We can't cap. All we can do is defend the cap area and wait for the enemy to come towards us so we can finish them off. I wonder, after that killing the 50 TP, will they appear? I would have thought so. They can't afford not to appear. There's the Borsig. One shot goes in. He's loading another standard round because, of course, you don't need a premium round to get rid of a Borsig. They've got no armor, so they're easy game. Now, he needs to shoot just at the shadow on the grass. That is to move forward, so he just barely gets the outline. That Borsig's going to try and take it. Oh, and there's the AMX-50-120. He's got the outline. Go for it. Oh, he takes it down, but the Borsig gets a shot in. And, well, that means we're out the game. But Photobomber's now left the game open for the SU-122-44 and the K91PT to win the game for the team. So even though he died, he actually saved his team and gave them a chance of a nice little win. I think that's very considerate of him to do this. It won't take them very long to find that Borsig. He's not very fast, not compared to a K91 or an SU-122. And even if the Borsig fires and gets one of them, he won't be able to protect himself against the other. Okay, they both need to go into the town at the same time. We've only got 3 minutes 30 left on the clock. One of them needs to break off and go towards the cap area. Should be the K91PT. The SU-122-44 has got very nice angled armor, which could deflect a Borsig round. K91's going in to have a look. I think they're hesitating a little too long. They think they're being cautious. But in actual fact, when it comes down to it in the end, that Borsig could try and run as far south as he can. And then as soon as he hears them capping, return and try and get some shots from the field. Which is what I'd do. Okay, the SU-122-44 is staying out there too long. He needs to get in, start capping now. Start the cap. Yeah, they're both playing this wrong, and they could both lose this game after all the work that Photobomber did. If they don't get into the cap right now, if he does get 6 cents going off, then we know that the Borsig's nowhere in sight. Just go straight to the cap. Don't bother to go around or through the depression. It's already too late now. They have to get both in the cap at the same time. You can't leave it too long. Oh, he's going through the depression. You're handing the game away. Oh dear. Haven't you been around in the game long enough to realise once it's past 1 minute 50, you both have to be in the cap. You can't wait. You have to get in. You left it too long. You were sitting outside. You both could have got in. And it would have forced the Borsig to return. And the K91 is giving the game away by just trying to hunt him down. Oh dear, what a waste. Oh. You wonder why these people are in the game and they do something like this. I'm sorry, but they really shouldn't be in the game if they haven't learned these basic packs by now. I think the other members of the team, especially Photobomber, are probably screaming at them to say, you've left it too late. Now, they can only just finish so long as the Borsig doesn't turn up. If he does turn up, he'll get a reset. and it will be a draw. If he doesn't turn up, they might just get there in time with a few seconds to spare. If they don't get this done, there'll be a lot of people with egg on their face. Well, these two. Well, they've done it, but only just. Well, I must admit that if I had been Photobomber and I did all that effort, got all those kills, and then saw what those guys were doing, I would have been tearing my hair out and saying, no! Yes, because that was awful by those two guys at the end. But it was a second-class tanker for Photobomber of FUN2 in the Kari. In fact, it's the first time he's had a second-class tanker in this vehicle, the premium Japanese tank destroyer. He also got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills. He did get 4 exactly. Master Gunner for getting 5 armor-penetrating shots in a row. Duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him. Fire for effect for doing more damage than the hit points for his own vehicle. Pascucci's medal for killing both enemy SPGs, the GW Tiger and then the M12. And he got the tank sniper for doing the most damage at a distance of 300 meters or more. His win rate from the game was 4,649, and that's Super Unicum standard. And basically, on my view, is that he won the game for them on his own. Even though he died, he actually did win the game for them, because those people at the end, the other players, I'm really, honestly, in this day and age, if you've got to this level in the game and you're missing out and going hunting when you should be in the cap, you should be ashamed of yourself. Anyway, let's have a look at team score. 3,159 hit points of damage. It wasn't a high caliber because it wasn't 20% of the enemy hit pool. Second highest damage in the game turned out to be the Viz-44-1 with 2,954. Third highest damage, the VK-4502A on our team, 2,290. When it came to kills, it was, yes, Photobomber again. 4 kills to him, 3 kills to the Jagdpanther on the enemy team, who actually got a Pascucci's medal as well. And 2 kills went to the T-29, the SU-122-44, and on the enemy team, the AMX 5120 and their TL7. When it came to base XP, he got that one too. So he's got the top in all 3 columns. 1,043, he's the only player to get over 1,000 base. 876 went to the T29. 856 went to the VK-4502A. He fired 10 rounds in the game. 9 direct hits on the enemy. 8 penetrations, 1 splash. Damage of 3,159 hit points, of which 1,900 were at more than 300 meters. He received 4 hits from the enemy. 1 was penetration, 5 hits by way of splash, and 3 enemy vehicles were spotted. 5 enemy vehicles were damaged, 4 were killed, and he earned 87,849 credits from that game, and also took away 6,416 experience points after a mission completion of 3,113. Well done to Photobomber for winning that game for his team, but I think I would really be nervous being in the same game as those 2 guys in future, because I'd be worried that these guys would let the team down. Reptiloid 999, and the other one being, is it Mildick? Yes, he certainly was a dick. 91 of the WDRGN clan, and somebody needs to speak to them and say, look, the first thing you've got to do is win the game for your team, and not to go hunting unless you've got the time. And in fact, they could have both done it, actually. If they'd both gone up through the town, they would have, one of them would have found the Borsig coming the opposite way. But, oh dear, what a calamity. Hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.